construct a triangle of side 4, 5 and 6 centimeter, and then a triangle similar to the whole side or 2 by 3 of the corresponding side of the first triangle. Give the justification for the construction. A small request, please don't start learning from here, a numerical. Please start from the start so that you understand the concept. If not, it's going to be tough. I will go at a normal pace, but still, basics, fundamentals are done in a very slow manner. Understand that first and then come across this. I know it's, you guys do construction before your exams, but last minute preparation, generally people do that, especially with this topic. Whatever it is, you have to go through the process. Okay, so let's look into what the question is talking about. First is they have given the sides of the triangle. That's good. And the scale factor is 2 by 3. That is, the new triangle is smaller than the old triangle. So this is very important to make a mental note of. If you write it, that's also good. So what is the game plan? First is we need to draw the triangle. So that would be your 6, 5 and 4. 6, 5 and 4. And now we need to draw this. We'll call this as ABC. So BX is what we need to draw. And on BX we need to have 3 arcs. Why? Because there is 3 in 2 and 3, 2 by 3, right? That is basically the maximum of 2 and 3 is 3. So for that reason, we need to take A3. So once you determine that, just look at where or what the denominator is. Their denominator is 3. So we are going to draw a line from C to A3. Then look at the numerator. The number is 2. So from A2, we need to draw a line which is parallel to this line. So intersecting at C dash. So this is the standard. This is how they name it. So we'll stick to this naming. You can change it, not an issue. And from C dash, we need to draw a line which is parallel to AC. We'll call this as AC dash. And this is your required new triangle A dash B C dash, which is similar to ABC with a scale factor of 2 by 3. Right? So all this I've done in a very slow manner, not this particular question, similar topics. One example and conceptually we have spoken, and everything is done in a slow manner. Please watch that before watching anything in the middle. So let's have a look at how we do it on a sheet of paper. So the very first thing is drawing the triangle of length 6, 5 and 4. Whenever you get to draw a triangle with all the 3 sides given, draw the base to be the longest side. It makes things easy, that's it. If not, even then you'll get the answer. So the very first thing is draw a random line. Then we need to measure and mark 6 centimeter using compass. So that is your 6. Right? Okay. So we need to have a starting point. And we have that. That will be RC. Next thing is completing the triangle. So next value is 5 centimeter. Again, you can draw this triangle any way, anyhow you guys want, not an issue. But I'm sticking to my game plan. So that would be your 5. And before changing on to the next value, check if from the other end you have 4, that it can reach, the length of 4 can reach this arc. So it can. Now we have 4 centimeter. So that would be point A. So that is AB. Then we have AC. That is AC, correct. So this is the first part of your answer. Next is your scale factor. So for that we need to draw an line which creates an acute angle. So next thing is create your own scale by cutting arcs, right? See, I kept it big. Try to draw big so that your diagram comes perfect. Not too big, not too small. That intermediary scenario. So since we have the denominator to be 3, we join A3 with C. And since the numerator is 2, from A2 we need to draw a line parallel to CA3. So for that we need to draw an arc. So do make a note of where the arc is intersecting the arms of the angle. And then trying to replicate this arc, this angle at A2. For that we need to draw an arc. So those two are your key points. So this is where you guys go wrong, drawing parallel lines. So do it slowly and learn it well over here. In exam you'll do it fast. So the distance between those 2 points should be that. So you need to understand this, the whole logic. You're just trying to recreate this, that's it, nothing else. You're trying to build that angle by building an angle. We're trying to build a parallel line by building an angle which are equal. Right? So we have parallel line. And now from C dash, that point, we need to draw a line which is parallel to AC. Again, all that we are trying to do is replicate an angle. So from point C, draw an arc, and from point C dash, another arc. And mark your intersecting points. Those are very important. So I'm highlighting them. Next is measure those. Try not to make any error. So that is big, so I'm trying to reduce it. Don't be lazy. Especially with parallel lines, don't be lazy, because it will come out to be wrong very easily. Then the whole thing will, go wrong. So that is your first point of concern. Right? So those two distance between those 2 points have to be perfect. And then a small arc. And even when you're trying to draw, try to see to that, when you're drawing, you get to see the other line and if it's parallel or not. Sometimes it turns out to be non-parallel, then you can change it then and there. So since those two are parallel, I was just able to do it, and we have a diagram. If you guys want to verify, that is the measurement. Okay, now let's look at the steps of construction. So we have to talk about, first is, they're not mentioning about the construction of triangle ABC. That would be too lengthy. So they're directly starting off with, let's consider BX, and it's an acute angle drawn on the other side of A. Locate 3 points, the greatest of the numerator and denominator, B1 to B3. This one is B1, B2, B3, so that they are equidistant from each other. Join B, 3C, determined by denominator value, and draw a line through B3 parallel to B2, sorry, this is determined by the numerator and this is determined by the denominator. To B3C, to intersect BC at C dash. Sorry, intersect BC at C dash, that's right. Draw a line parallel through C, which is parallel to AC, and we'll call this as A dash, and that is your steps of construction. And now the justification. So for that we need this diagram, not to be drawn over here, just for not going up and down. So this is not must for you guys to draw. Please don't draw it actually. You'll just waste your time. Consider, okay, first step is we need to talk about one of the sides of this particular set of triangles to be in the ratio of 3:2 or 2:3. To do that, we have to consider triangle BCB3. BCB3. So here we have C dash B2 being parallel to CB3. So with this we can tell that BC1 by C dash C is equal to BB2 by B2 B3. How? By basic proportionality theorem. Again, we are not writing all of the details, only try to minimize and try to write what is important. And so we have B C dash by C dash C being equal to, this is 2:1, right? Don't miss that out. This is not equal to 2:3. This is 2:1. Clearly, you can see from the diagram, this length is 1 and that, sorry, this is 2 and this is 1. Is it not? This length is 2 and this length is 1. So that's what I have written over there. So what to do next? Next is we need to take a reciprocal. Again, we need the ratio of BC by BC dash. So we still haven't got that. So we need to take reciprocal. That is C dash C by BC dash would be equal to 1/2. And once you do that, we need to add 1 to both ends. So this will give us C dash C by BC dash plus 1 is equal to half plus 1. And take the LCM and everything. C dash C plus BC dash by BC dash is equal to 3/2. So C dash C plus BC dash plus C dash C, the entire length will be equal to BC by BC dash, which is 3/2. So if I take reciprocal of it, this is the ratio which we wanted, and so this is your equation first, that we'll be using it later. Now we have to prove that triangle A dash B C dash is similar to ABC. Let's begin with consider triangle ABC and triangle A dash B and C dash. So what we have here is, as A dash C dash is parallel to AC, this implies triangle A dash B C dash is similar to triangle ABC by AA similarity criteria. And therefore we have side A dash B by AB, which is equal to BC dash by BC, which is equal to A dash C dash by AC, which in turn is equal to, from first equation we have this to be equal to 2/3. This is from equation first and by corresponding parts of similar triangles, is it not? And that's what we had to prove, and we proved it. That's your justification. Okay, so this is your basic idea, right? You need to decide on how to draw things, then do your drawing, then steps of construction. Once the construction is done, this has to be written, and yeah, we need to label the diagram, the construction, which I don't do, but I show it over here. Then the justification. Here please don't draw the diagram again, not required. Please enroll to our program at chalkpieceacademy.com, wherein we'll be teaching you a lot more tricks for faster simplification and calculation, DIY projects. We'll code with Python. We'll work with Arduino Uno. There are a lot more magic tricks and the physics behind it. They are printable materials which will help you recap and understand things better. We'll have live revision and doubt session 2 months before your term exams. It's very cost effective. There would be no ads or any kind of distractions, and we have a dedicated app to help you guys with this.